car loan crisis. What you can do to avoid falling behind.
So what's behind this? Experts point to higher borrowing costs, rising car prices, and unsteady employment data. Repossessions for less expensive vehicles. Consumer spending is up. The stock market is going in the right direction. But when you focus in on the road, the numbers tell a different story.
$65,000 trucks are being sold for 15 to 20 grand right now. And the wild part is, your local dealer will never say a word about it. The same $65,000 Ford F-150, Lariat or Ram 1500 Limited, they'll happily strap you to for $800, $900, even $1,200 a month is sitting on a different lot, with the same engine, same trim, and sometimes lower miles, for less than half the price. In 2024 alone, over 1.7 million vehicles were yanked out of driveways and hauled away in the middle of the night. A massive chunk of those weren't beat-up econo boxes. They were high-trim pickup trucks, luxury workhorses that families stretched way too far to afford. They missed a few payments, the bank made a phone call, and that $65,000 truck vanished from the curb. But it didn't vanish into thin air. It moved into a system nobody talks about: the repo pipeline. Here's what the dealer hopes you never figure out. Those trucks don't all go back to franchise lots with balloons and salesmen. They flow into quiet credit union sales, bank repo channels, and government auctions where the sellers aren't trying to make a killing. They are just trying to get their money back and move on. That's where you see the $65,000 truck with a clean title crossing the block for $22,000, $18,000, sometimes even $15,000, if you know where to stand and how to play the game. So why is there a whole shadow market of trucks your bank and your dealer pretend doesn't exist? How do you actually walk into it as a normal buyer with no dealer license and walk out driving the truck they wanted to sell you for 65 grand for a fraction of the price? Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you won't look at a dealership payment sheet the same way again. You walk onto the lot because you just want to look, and the first thing they point you toward is a truck that costs more than your parents' first house. The window sticker on that F-150 or Ram doesn't say $35,000 anymore. It says $58,000, $62,000, $67,000. You laugh a little. The salesperson smiles, and they say the line every dealer leans on when the number feels insane. Don't worry about the price. Let's talk about the payment. That's how people get trapped. Over the last few years, a huge number of buyers signed up for truck payments at exactly the wrong moment. Prices were still at post-pandemic highs. Inventory was tight. Interest rates were the highest they'd been in more than a decade. And instead of waiting, people stretched. The average new car payment blew past $700 a month. On a $65,000 truck with lousy credit and a long term, you weren't talking $700. You were talking 4 digits. $1,000, $1,100, $1,200 a month for 6 or 7 years. On paper, it feels doable. The finance manager spreads the loan over 72 or 84 months and circles the monthly number like he's doing you a favor. You convince yourself you'll just cut back a little in other areas, eat out less, work a little overtime, maybe rate